Okay, so remember this. If you're planning to come to Australia within next 3 to 6 months and you are confused, you have no family in Australia, how things will gonna work there. So don't worry, this video will make the things easier for you when you are coming to Australia. If you felt lost, how you will sort your accommodation, your job, how to shop, how to survive in the initial stage, how to get the things sorted, all the how, why and what, I will answer here. So let's get started. Hello, I'm Priya. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to post all about my journey in Australia to save you from the hustle that I went through. So let's get started. So the first thing to keep in your mind is your accommodation. Sort your accommodation before you are landing. And I will suggest you from my experience, at least for the first 3 months, sort your accommodation. Once you are landed here, you have a good knowledge about the place, you have a good knowledge where you are going to work, where your university is, then you can move from one place to other, because then you have a good idea how to work on that. But before coming to Australia, sort it so that at least in the initial 3 months you are going to have hassle just for the job, not for the accommodation. See, there are many other different options to book your accommodation. Like you can go ahead with the uni accommodation where uni provided, but it's an expensive one. Same way you can go for the amber housing, that is also an expensive one, but these two are the most safe and secure options for you when you are coming to Australia and you have no knowledge about where to book and how to book. So the other options are, you can book your homes via Gumtree, you can book homes via Facebook, you can check the real estates available in your local area, so you can book houses from there. But let me just tell you, in these three options you will get a lot of scams, a lot of frauds. You will get a lot of persons who are doing the scams there, so it's very hard for anyone who is coming new here to know which is a scam and which is a real one. So if you are coming and you have no one here, so I'll suggest you go either via Amber or Uni. Don't go for the Airbnb, that's an expensive one, so that will cost you and hit you a lot on your pocket. That's all for accommodation. If you have any queries or doubts, you can comment down and I will surely answer each of you. Or either you can drop me a text over my Instagram. I will just attach my handles, so you will just drop me there and I will surely help you on that. Or if you are coming to Newcastle, you can text me up and I will check few options for you and let you know that this is a real one or this is not. And once your accommodation is sorted, so let's jump into the another one. That's your pickup services. So please, before you are landing, sort your pickup also. The reason behind why I'm saying sort your pickup, because if you are going to book any cabs or taxi from the airport, that will cost you more than twice from the airport. Let's say an example, if you wanted to go from Sydney to Newcastle, the normal fare for Sydney to Newcastle will cost you $200 to $250. But if you are booking it from the airport, it will cost you $360 to $500 depending. See, airport is always busy, so people keep bookings, the drivers are less. That's why there will be always a surcharge on your price. If no one is coming to pick you up and you have no other options, then what you can do is you can book a cab for 1 or 2 kilometers far from the airport and then get down there and then book again a cab. That will save you some money, but not a lot. If you are coming as a student, then you can book your pickup by your university, because 90% of the university will provide first time pickup to all their students. But if your university is not providing and you are not able to find the details, you can just comment down and I will check what options are available in your universities and I will help you on that. And if your university is not providing the pickup, then only option you have left with either public transports or cab. I will suggest you save some money in your initial phase. The reason behind, you have no idea when you are going to get a job. So once your accommodation and pickup is sorted, let's talk about the main thing, that is job. As we are all concerned about when we are getting a job, how we will find a job. So for the job part, I will not say there are 100% chances that you will get a job before coming to Australia. But just try your luck. See, 20% people will always get the jobs. What I will suggest you can apply via the job portals like Indeed, Seek, Zora Jobs, LinkedIn. You can try and upload your CV and check whatever the options are available in your suburb, in the Coles, Woolworth, Aldi, or the small cafes available there, or the restaurants. You can apply there. Might be you will get a job. If not, so once you are coming from your home country, get 20 to 50 printouts of your CV, a short and crisp CV which has all your details, what experience do you have, what study you are going, mention your work rights, what visa do you have, and upload it in a different portals. Might be you will get a job. If not, that's all fine. Once you are landing here, you will just visit nearby stores, and you can visit Coles and Woolworth and check with them if they have any options available, or you can directly visit their website and the careers option and just check the options available there. Let's give it a try, and might be you are the one who will get a job. Like, I got my first job landed within the first 3 months, or you can say that in 2 months. Like, I landed in August and I have my first job in October in my hand, but I was just looking for a corporate one because my husband is already here, so I'm not concerned about my expenses. But if you are coming as a student or a migrant, then you are concerned about your expenses because Australia is actually very expensive. So once we are sorted with your accommodation, pickup jobs, and you are waiting for your visa in the home country, I will suggest you start working on your skills, because your skills will save you a lot of money here. So if I'm talking about skills, you will be concerned like what skills I'm talking about, what skills will be helpful here for you. So if you're a girl or a guy, please learn cooking, because food is actually very expensive. Like, if you are going for one meal outside, that will cost you $15 to $30. However, you can save same money on your outside meals. Like, yes, once or twice it's all good when you are having a meal outside, but I will suggest you start working on your cooking skills so you will cook at home. Apart from that, being a girl, you can work on the groomings, you can work on the alterations or the stitching. The reason behind, I went for an eyebrow, that will cost me every time $35. For any waxing and anything, that will cost me $80 to $100. I never worked on my skills. No one told me that these things are actually very expensive here. I don't know how to do waxing, I don't know how to do stitching, so I will be spending a lot on that. These are the basic grooming we always needed, so I will suggest you work on that. Apart from that, if I'll talk about stitching, stitching will help you to get a job also. Like, in the initial days, if you're not able to find anything good, you can work with any tailor, or you can just post on the Facebook that if anyone needed an alteration, they can contact me. I'll pick up your stuff and drop you up, or they can just come to your place and you can do that. Because in Australia, like, I went for a alteration for my trouser. If I need that on an urgent basis, which means within an hour or two, they will charge $40 for that. And if I am okay to pick it after 2 days, then it will be $25, and which is actually very expensive. If you're new here and you have no jobs, like, and you are trying to find a job and you won't get it, I have seen a lot of people posting on the Facebook that I know the basic alteration and stitching. A lot of Indians need that, so they will just contact you and you can do those things, and that will be actually help you to earn a bit money in the starting days. That will help you to pay your rent and other things. And being a guy, if you know the plumbing and drilling, you will earn a lot of money, and that's actually one of the PR pathway here. Like, if you are doing any trade course like carpentry or plumbing, that is actually give you your PR pathway. I know it's little awkward, but it's just a backup. If you are not able to make it on the field that you are coming in, that's just a backup for you. I'm not saying that go for this or go for that. I'm not a migration agent, but these are the skills that will help you on your personal life also. And the other thing is driving. Driving is must, even if you are a girl or a boy. I know you are not going to come here and rent a car, and don't do that. That's in another expense. Use the public transport in your initial phase. But if you are coming here and you know the driving, if you are not able to get a job, and later on due to any reason, if you left a job and you are not able to find in between, you can do the Uber or Uber Eats. That would help you at least bear your minimum expenses here. Driving is must in Australia, either you are a girl or a boy. I will suggest you start learning driving if you don't know, and even if you know, then I will suggest you start learning the Australian rules for driving. If you know the driving, then I will suggest you, I will attach few videos in the description box. You can check Australian rules for driving, because Australian driving license is actually tough. When you are coming to Australia, you will drive on your Indian license for initial 6 months if your license is 3 years old. If not, then you have to apply again. If your license is 3 years old in India, then you can directly apply for a full license. If not, then you have to go with the process, which is learning, then red P and green P. Start learning driving rules. The reason behind, in Australia, the driving rules are actually very tough. If you got any fine on that, that will be a heavy imposed fine and the other expense on you. In Australia, driving is actually very tough. Getting a driving license is another hassle in Australia. If you already know the driving, that's good. If not, then get some classes from India and be pro on that. Reason behind, in Australia, per driving class will cost you $70 to $90 depending which suburb or which city you are coming in. In Newcastle, it will cost you $85 for per lessons, and minimum 7 to 10 lessons are required if you wanted to learn from basic. Yes, even if you are coming here and you know the driving skills, then also you have to take 2 to 3 classes to learn all the rules and regulations of Australia, because that is must. If you get a fine, that will be a heavy fine and you will lose a lot of points. And in Australia, driving is all about the points. If you lose your points, you can lose your license too. Get your health insurance sorted before you are coming to Australia, because in Australia, any student is coming in, health insurance is mandatory. Or if you are coming as a resident or a permanent resident, you will get a Medicare. Once you will landed here, you need to apply for your photo card, and then you can go ahead and apply for your Medicare. If you wanted to know about the Medicare, then just comment down and I will shoot a detailed video on the Medicare, because Medicare is actually important if you are coming as a resident. Apart from that, if you are coming as a student, then you can go for the Alliance or NIB, because these are the best plans for the health insurance for the students. They are less expensive and give you a lot of services. Bupa is one of the biggest health insurance, but I will suggest you that's actually expensive if you are coming as a student. For health insurance, there are two different things in the health insurance, either the hospital cover or you can go ahead with the extras. If you have any issues with your tooth, you have opticals, like you wear the glasses, then I will suggest you go for the hospital plus extras cover, because optical and dentist is actually very expensive in Australia. Per visit to the dentist will cost you around $200 to $250, but if you are keeping the extras, that will cost you $30 to $50 per month, and that will save you a lot of money in the long run. And if not needed, then just go for a hospital cover, because hospital cover is mandatory. In hospital cover, like how health insurance work, I'll just give you a brief idea on that. If you wanted to visit any doctor, you need to book an appointment in advance. Sometimes you will get an appointment after 3-4 days, and sometimes after a week or 10 days, depending on what emergency it is. In Australia, you are visiting to the GP for majorly the small concerns, like majorly when we used to visit our home country, the doctors, you can directly see them. But in Australia, no, you need to book an appointment in advance, and if it is an emergency, then you need to visit the hospital and see the emergency ward, and there also it will take 3 to 8 weeks depending how busy it is. Also, just wanted to let you know, like if you are coming to Australia, everything is covered in your health insurance, but doctor fee is not covered. Like in Australia, doctor can charge anything above the MBS fees, but the health insurance and Medicare only cover till MBS fees, which is a Medicare benefit scheme cost. I know a lot about the health insurance because I worked for around 6 months with them, so I know a lot about that. If you have any queries regarding the health insurance, or you wanted to know which is the best plan for you, you can just comment down and I will surely help you on this. Apart from that, just wanted to let you know, if you are coming as a permanent resident, like if you are coming as a student, the ambulance cover is already there. But if you are coming as a permanent resident or a temporary resident and you are entitled to Medicare, still buy an ambulance cover. Why I'm saying buy an ambulance cover, the reason behind, the ambulance cover will cost you just $100 to $120 per person in a whole year. Like it's a per annum plan, but in due to any reasons, if you needed an ambulance anytime, that will end up costing you $1,250 to $2,000 depending on the distance that the ambulance is going to cover. Ambulance is actually very expensive in Australia, and I will suggest you go for an ambulance cover always. Like I'm a permanent resident here, but still I do hold the ambulance cover. The reason behind, we never know what is going to happen and how things will be. $100 is not actually very expensive in a year, so go and grab that one. That's all for the health insurance. If you have any doubt, feel free to reach me over that and I will surely help each and every concern, because I know a lot about that. As you are sorted with your health insurance now, all done, you need to prepare before coming. The only thing left is your packing. I will suggest you pack smartly, do not overpack. What does that mean, pack smartly? Do not overpack. Like I will suggest you, when I was coming to Australia, my mom packed my blanket, my utensils, the basic utensils, pans, pressure cooker, and a lot of other things. For the packing, I will make a detailed video, but just give you a gist of all the things. Just pack the things that are actually mandatory. All your documents, I will just attach a list of documents there. Pack these documents on your cabin bag. Do not pack them on your luggage, because that will be needed at the time of immigration. Apart from that, make sure you will pack your clothes, like 2 black trousers, 2 jeans. You can pack 2 t-shirts, that one is a collared black, one is a normal black t-shirt. Pack a puffer jacket, because that is actually needed here. Also, I will suggest you Pack your electronics, like to pack your laptop if you already have in the back in the home country. If not, then do not buy a new one. Buy a new one in Australia, that will cost you less expensive. Pack your chargers. Also order a universal adapter from Amazon or any other official website, or you can grab it from any store nearby. The reason behind, the universal adapter will cost you $40 to $80 in Australia. However, if you will order it from the home country, that will cost you 500 to 600 bucks, because I ordered for a good one that costed me 800 rupees, and that's actually working nice. Like, I came to Australia, I come up with 85 kilos. I will just attach a video of the baggage that I had. I came to Australia packing with my blankets, I pack up my utensils, and everything is actually very less expensive here. I bought a blanket from India for around 4,000 rupees. However, the here in Australia we majorly use comforters, so the comforter will cost you for a queen size for around $40 to $70, depending on what quality you are going in. And if you are just single, then you can go for a double size, which will cost you $25 to $50 maximum. Also, pack basic clothing. Do not overpack your clothing, because clothing is not very much expensive in Australia. You will get in a very cheaper price. Pack few Indian clothes. Reason is, if you have any function here, you will get the Indian clothes very expensive here. Pack two pairs of sneakers. One is a casual one and one is a black one. I will suggest you get a good black shoes from your home country, because anyway, if you are going to work on cafes or any other jobs, then the black shoes are mandatory. In Australia, you can buy a safety shoes, but the safety shoes will cost you $80 to $120, which is very expensive when you are coming here. So when you are starting your work, you can just wait for your 1 or 2 pay. Till then, you can wear the shoes that you bought from the home country. That's all the 7 things you have to keep in mind when you are planning to Australia. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. That give me motivation to create such videos and give you the information. I will help you each and everything. If you needed anything, please comment down and I will surely get back to you on that.